scoot this over just a little bit. All right, so how many valence electrons does sodium have?
1.
And chlorine?
7.
Beryllium?
2.
Fluorine?
7.
Lithium?
1.
Oxygen?
6.
And phosphorus? Excellent. Okay, does anybody remember what I told you about how to remember the oxidation if it's plus or minus?
If it's a metal, it's minus.
Nope.
No?
But you
Right.
guessed, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that because sometimes people are afraid to guess, but I'm glad that you did. So, metals are going to have a positive oxidation number because what do we know metals do with their valence electrons? They give them away because they are negativity. They don't want that negativity. So if you remember, a positive ion is called a cation, so they're sending them on vacation. That help? Okay. And then we know that if metals must be positive, nonmetals must be negative because, you know, process of elimination and all. All right, so sodium has 1 valence electron, so that means it's going to give it away, so it's a 1 plus. Fluorine, how many more does it need to get 8? It needs 1, so it's going to be a 1 minus. Very good, sorry, I couldn't find my minus T. All right, beryllium. Going to be a 2 plus. Remember, you're not going to have any number greater than 4, ever. All right, fluorine, how many more does it need? Needs 1 more. 1 minus. Lithium has 1. It's a metal. It's going to give that metal away, or that 1 electron away. Let me see if I can get this centered here. There we go. Oxygen needs how many more? 2 minus. And then phosphorus, how many more does it need? 3. Very good. So remember that the main thing is that if it's a metal, it's going to give them away. And then that way you only have to remember one thing, because you know by process of elimination, the other thing. And let me see if I can get this to turn off. All right. Now yours is going to look slightly different from mine because I spaced mine out so there would be room. Does anybody want to do this on a sheet of paper? Okay. We're going to be drawing. Would you like to draw? Don't thank me yet. I can't get them on the card. There you go. You guys need paper?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right. There you go. All right. Everybody's good? You still have your periodic tables out? You need to sit up, get busy. Okay. Does anybody remember what the first step is?
You gotta draw it.
But how do you know what to draw? Go ahead.
Find out how much valence electrons they have.
Okay. The first thing I like to do is I like to write down the symbols. Potassium and fluorine. And then, how many valence electrons do they have? Potassium has 1, and fluorine has 7. And so now I do my Lewis dot structure. So there's 1 for potassium. Okay. And 7 for fluorine. How do you use paper, or are you doing it on there? Okay. All right, so fluorine has 1 empty space. Potassium's like, hey, I have an extra electron. Do you want it? And fluorine says, well, heck yeah. So it transfers it to fluorine. Now we want to write our formula. So how many K's are there? 1 K. How many F's? 1 F. That's my formula. And it even has a name. Now, if I were to say, to show this to me 2 ways, you would say K has a 1 plus and fluorine has a 1 minus. That's their oxidation numbers. So then you crisscross them. So that's the second way. So the first way is Lewis structure. The second way is crisscross. And once you crisscross them, remember the signs are no longer needed. Mathematically, it's happy. All right, why don't you try magnesium and iodine? And one other thing. The metal always comes first. Always. What's the oxidation number for magnesium? 2 plus. And the oxidation number for iodine? 1 minus. So 2. And I know that iodine has 7. So iodine gives 1 electron to, or I'm sorry, magnesium gives 1 electron to iodine, but we still have 1 left over. We can't throw it away, but what can we do? We can have another iodine, that's right. So now we write our formula. We have 1 magnesium. We have 2 iodine. If we were to do it with the crisscross, we would have magnesium 2 plus, iodine 1 minus. does that match what we did over here? I like the crisscross because then I can check my work. I can make sure, hey, yeah, I did do that right. Okay, let me look. All right, that leaves you with 4 to work on, so I'm going to timer for 20 minutes. And then I'll check in with you and see where you're at.